All right. Hey, Algebra 1. Guys, we are doing our very first video here. So let's all get ready for it. Okay. So basically what we're looking at, it's just a little intro assignment. We are not officially starting chapter 1 yet, but the main purpose of this is just to see that you guys can watch these videos and you are able to follow along with the video, pausing the video, rewind it, whatever you need to do. Taking notes, very important. And so through this video, you're going to see I got my iPad connected to it. You're going to track with the video and also track along in the textbook. So you'll see that this is coming from the front of the book page. And I know that that is definitely a terrible S, but that is SG 16. All right, that is the page in the front of the book. So this is before chapter 1 starts. Again, SG 16. Okay, let's jump into it here. So we have our very first video. We will be doing example problems just to make sure that you guys understand, this is all review, but I just want to go through and show you what a video will look like. And yes, you will have problems that I'm going to want you to do over the weekend, and they will be due on Monday. And all this will be going up onto our Google Classroom page. Okay, so let's jump into it. Example 1 we're looking at here, it is 3 over 9 plus 7 over 9. So simple adding of fractions. Important to notice, you have the same denominator. Sorry about that. You have the same denominator. And so when you have the same denominator, you can immediately go in and add the numerators. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. We're going to change our color here. We will do all of our work in blue. So we will be adding 3 plus 7. And we have the same denominator, so we're just going to put that over 9 right there. And 3 plus 7 is 10 over 9. Something I really want you guys to start doing, if you haven't already, is it's okay to leave your answer as an improper fraction. Okay, so in other words, what I'm saying here is that this can stay as your answer, 10 over 9. All right, I really don't want you guys to convert your answers back to mixed numbers. Okay, let's try to phase that out completely and leave them as improper fractions. Okay, let's jump into example 2. And in example 2, you'll notice I got a little note off to the side. We were given a mixed number, but I want you to convert that mixed number to an improper fraction. Step 1. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. You're looking at 4 and 1/12. So how do we do that? You take 4, multiply it by 12, and then add 1. All right, all still basic review stuff. 4 times 12, that's 48, plus 1. So we're looking at 49 over 12. Okay, and then let's just keep writing the rest of it here. All right. Now something that we should notice is that we do not have the same denominator. All right, we're looking at an 8, we're looking at a 12, and we got to think, okay, can 8 become 12? No, it can't. And we're looking for the right factor here. Okay, so in this case, let's go ahead and use 24. All right, 8 can become 24 if we multiply it by 3. So that means what you do to the bottom, you have to do to the top. So we're going to multiply the 3 by a 3 and the 8 by a 3. Okay. And then how does a 12 become 24? We're going to multiply it by a 2. So let's show that. Multiply by 2. 49 multiplied by 2. Okay, so let's start working our info out here. And we have 9 over 24. Okay, and that came from 3 times 3 and 8 times 3. And then we are adding that. We know we're going to have a 24 on the bottom. Let's see, 49 times 2, that's going to be 98. Okay, so now we're looking at 98 plus 9, and that 24 common denominator, that's excellent. So we're going to keep that, 24. And what is 9 plus 98? Let's see, we're looking at 107. Okay, 107 over 24. And let me just double check. Can we reduce that? 107. Off the top of my head, I'm going to leave it. Okay, so 107 over 24. Leave it just like that. Okay, all right, let's move right there. Example 3, we are multiplying 8 times 2 over 7. Okay, so the first thing I actually want us to do is put 8 over a 1. All right, so 8 is a whole number, and technically every whole number is over 1. We just never write that. Okay, when you multiply fractions, you just go straight across. Okay, so by straight across, I just mean 8 times 2. So 8 times 2, we have 16 over 1 times 7, which is 7. All right, and then we're done. We're going to leave it as that, 16 over 7. All right, again, it's all good to leave it as an improper fraction. No need to change it to a mixed number. All right, and remember, at any point in time, guys, pause the video, rewind the video, do whatever you need to do because it is up to you. All right, example 4, we got another note here. So use KFC to convert division to multiplication. I use this acronym KFC. All right, we all know KFC, like Kentucky Fried Chicken, but in terms of math, KFC stands for keep, flip, change. All right, again, K, keep, F is flip, and C is change. And what I mean by that is we will keep the first fraction, we will flip the second fraction, and we will change the division to a multiplication. So let's keep the first, flip the second, change division to multiplication. All right, let's rewrite it. So the 9 over 14, that's the keep. All right, the flip is now 7 over 5. We flipped the fraction, and the change is change it to multiplication. All right, now what we're looking at is let's just go straight across. All right, so 9 times 7, 63 over 14 and 5, 70. Okay, 70. All right, and there we go. Okay, so if we are again capable of leaving it as is, let's just go ahead and leave it as is. All right, let's move down. Last, scratch that, second to last example problem. Example problem 5 here, 25% of 66. All right, so 25%, the first thing I would do is take 25% and convert it to a decimal. All right, so things to remember is that how do we convert a percent back to a decimal? We move the decimal place 2 times to the left. Move the decimal place 2 times to the left. So that's going to make 25% actually look like 0.25. The next thing is the word of. This word of, when you use it in a mathematical sentence, it's just a fancy way of saying like make an equation, but use words. The word of means multiply. So the word of is going to be our multiplication symbol, and then 66. Okay, so all we're doing here is basically taking 0.25 and multiplying it by 66. Okay, so if we work this out, we have 66, we have a 25, we will be multiplying the two together. All right, 5 and 6 is 30. 5 and 6 again is 30, but put 3 on it, so we got 33. Put the 0, 6 and 2 is 12. And then another 6 and 2 is 12, but we got 13. Okay. So let's work this out here. 0, 5, 6, and 1. Now, it's not 1,650 because remember, this was actually 0.25. So the final step here is to remember to move your decimal 2 spaces. All right, so really we're looking at a final answer of 16.5. All right, now we are officially on the last example problem. Keep up with it, guys. We are almost there. All right, simple plot this point. All right, so I drew a little graph for us here. Remember some of the stuff. This is your x-axis. This is your y-axis. Now, why do we need to know that? Because this first number goes with the x. The second number goes with the y. All right. Now, everything to the right is positive. Everything to the left is negative for x. Everything up is positive. Everything down is negative for y. I'm looking at a positive 2. So we're going to go to the right 2 times. And then I'm looking at a positive 6. So that means we're going to go up 6 times. And we will land right there. We went to the right twice. So let's see if we go with a different color here. That was 1, 2. And then we went up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. And we land right there at that point. Okay? And if we want to go ahead and put a letter next to it, A, then we know, okay, this is point A. All right, that covers it, guys. So there's your first video. You will have a little assignment to go along with it and some problems to do that are going to be on that page. Miss you guys, and we'll see you soon. Okay, see you later, guys.